Hello, welcome back to our channel. My name is Julie. I go by Mrs. Frugal Trash to Cash here on YouTube, and I'm also very active on Instagram. So if you're new here, my husband and Justin and I are full-time resellers. Our main platform is eBay, but we sell probably about 10 to 15% of our items on Poshmark. So we've been full-time resellers for almost 3 years. And if you want to hear our backstory on how we got into reselling, check out the last video I put out. It explains our whole journey of how we got here. So today I'm going to kind of give you a breakdown of 4 days of sales. Plus, we're going to do like a deep dive into my eBay account for the month of July. I'm going to show you the actual page that, what's it called? Let me see. It's the, like in your performance page under sales, like I'm going to show you like how much like sales, you know, when people say, I sold $1,200 worth of stuff this weekend on eBay. Well, yeah, that includes the fees, the shipping, and everything else. So I'm going to show you the breakdown on eBay of exactly what all is in that number. And then I'll tell you exactly how much we've made so far in the month of July. And if you're wondering about my friend here, I just picked him up at 99-cent day. I mean, look how adorable. So he's Gerber. It says Gerber's Precious Plush. And then he has a tag back here too. I mean, they didn't seem to sell that much, but I think he's just going to be my emotional support lamb and hang around with me because I just love him so much. So I'm gonna put him over there so he doesn't distract me. All right, so first we'll discuss the payment screen on eBay and what all the numbers mean. All right, so I'm taking you into the seller hub on eBay, and I went to the performance tab and then clicked sales. So this is my sales report from July 1st till today, July 19th, though I think I've sold like one thing today or something. But here is the breakdown of all the items. And when people talk about I sold this much this weekend, most of the time people are talking about this number. Now, this is for my whole month of July, but this is the total amount of money eBay collected from the buyer. So this includes the amount of sales tax eBay collects, which we never see as sellers. It includes the selling costs, which I'll show you what these break down to also. So this number is the important number. That is the net sales. That's how much eBay will be depositing into your bank account. But you also have to take out your cost of goods on that number too. But the selling cost, that's the number I get the most questions about because people are like, that's how much they charge in fees. No, that's not all fees. If you go down here, it'll show you the breakdown of it. Wait, did I go past it? Where is it? Oh, is this it? No, that's the breakdown of buyers. Sorry. Am I making you dizzy? Here it is. Selling costs. So the $270 total is actually $1,085.44 in eBay fees and $1,645.38 in shipping labels. So for me, this is what the buyer paid to ship the item. That was never my money to begin with. So really the $1,085.44 is, you know, what actually comes out of my profits because that other money was never really mine to begin with. We're going to go back up to the top. So yes, so this number is the most important number. This shows you that I sold 231 items this month, and this is saying my average sale price, but that's including taxes and shipping and everything. So really my average sale price is way lower than that. And normally my average sale price is around $38, but because I've been running aggressive sales, it has fallen. But the good thing is if you look at these numbers, it's comparing, I have it for the same period last month. So my sales are up 58% from last month at this time. My vacation had just started last month at this time. So really for a good period of the beginning of the month, I was still home. I wasn't on vacation mode yet. So our July has been so much better, but we have been putting the work in. All right, we're going to talk about the time period from July 14th through the 17th. We sold, let me see, we had 46 sales, but it was around 58 items because I had a couple bundles on eBay and on Poshmark. So I'm just going to talk about what sold, tell you how much we paid for it, what it sold for, and what our profit is. And then I'll put the picture of the item right there. All right, so the first thing that we sold was this soft surroundings. It was really pretty, like kind of tapestry cardigan sweater. I've had it listed forever. I swear I had it listed like for $60. In the end, it sold for $28.99. We paid $1.91 at the bins, and we made a $19.80 profit. We sold 4 2.5 pound weight plates. These were just small plates. They only sold for $14. We paid 3 and we made a $7.78 profit. Up next was this Kathy Daniels top. Kathy Daniels is not a plus size brand I normally grab, but this top was like a bright red and it had really nice like white embroidery on it. I grabbed it on 99-cent day. Sold for $17. We made a $12.80 profit. If you're new here and you don't know about when I talk about 99-cent day, we have 3 different thrift stores around us that one day a week they sell like the color of the week items for 99 cents. So we have one that happens on Saturday, one that happens on Sunday, and one that happens on Monday. And I religiously go and pick up items in the hopes of making a minimum of $10 profit. And sometimes I make upwards of like 40 some dollar profit on them. So that's what I'm talking about when I say 99-cent day. All right, Allbirds, I've talked about it before. The sale price of used Allbirds has plummeted, but the good thing is they don't weigh that much. So we picked these ones up at the bins for $2. They sold for $24 and we made a $17.87 profit. More weights, 4 5-pound weight plates. These ones sold for $31.34. We had $6 into them and we made a $17.73 profit. These Merrell sandals, I picked them up on 99-cent day, but I actually paid full price for them. They had them for $2.99 and I knew they would like sell quickly. They're a style I've sold before. Someone offered me $19.99, like probably within 2 days of them being listed. I took it and we made an $18.86 profit. Up next, I don't know what this is. Even Justin didn't know what it is. He looked it up at the bins and saw that it had like an amazing sell-through rate. And because we couldn't test it, we just sold it for parts or repair. But he spent $1.68 for it. It sold for $23.74, and we made an $18.82 profit in like a day or two. Merrell Moab like hiking shoes. These sold for $22.99. We paid $2.90 at the bins, and we made an $18.86 profit. Elford Dunner pants. I always say I only pick up Elford Dunner if it's new with tags, and most of the time if it's plus size, depending on what the items is. I mean, minimal, it needs to be at least like a size 12, I would say. So these pants sold for $18.04. I paid 99 cents and we made a $12.27 profit. Up next was this Catherine's plus size sweater. I think it was only a 0X size, so like a very small plus size, but it sold for $19.94. I got it on 99-cent day and we made a $14.35 profit. These 2 waffle weight plates. Yeah, they're weird. They're called waffle because they look like a waffle. Like they have like the grid pattern on them, but they definitely sell for more. They sold for $74.99. He had about $15 into them and we made a $48.09 profit. Up next, these Thursday everyday boots. Never heard of the brand. We were in the bins in Ohio last week. Justin and I went on a little road trip and I found these boots in the bins. And as soon as I picked them up, I could smell the leather. They just screamed quality. I was surprised. I mean, this was a bin that had been there for a while. We had just got there and I just knew immediately. I was like, these boots smell like amazing leather. And Justin recognized the name of the brand. I had never heard of it before. So they sold pretty quickly. They sold for $62. We paid $3.71 by weight, and we made a $45.90 profit. This Style & Company maxi dress, I mean, Style & Company is just a like kind of like house brand, I think, at Macy's. But the maxi dresses on this, like from this company, sell well for me. It sold for $23.99. I grabbed it on 99-cent day, and we made a $17.52 profit. Up next were these Adidas plus size track pants. This was an international sale. It went to Australia, and honestly, I wished I could have gone with it. Um, they sold for $25. I paid $1.66 at a yard sale. I bought a whole bag of plus size clothes, and when I averaged the price out, it was $1.66 per item, and we made a $17.26 profit. Up next were these SAS. Um, they were kind of like tennis shoes more, like that's like an orthopedic brand, but they were really pretty. They kind of were black with like a blue like trim on them. They sold for $31.99. We paid $2.90 at the bins, and we made a $21.65 profit. Up next was this vintage Susan Bristol wool vest. I think, I don't know if it was part of a sale. Maybe someone just sent me an offer of $15. We paid 91 cents at the bins and made a $10.11 profit. This Tommy Hilfiger, like the style keywords were band or military jacket. Justin found it at the bins, new with tags, and I was pleasantly surprised when I looked up comps on it. We paid $1.62, and I accepted an offer of $45 for it, and we made a $34.30 profit. Up next is this Columbia skort. It was new with tags, also great time of year to sell like a athletic skort. Sold for $22. We paid 73 cents at the bins, and we made an $18.15 profit. Another Batman book sold 2 videos ago. I talk about this a lot of Batman, Dungeons and Dragons, Conan the Barbarian books that I bought at a yard sale. It sold for $46.54 because they used my 5% off coupon. We paid 97 cents when we averaged out all the books and the cost of goods, and we made a $35.45 profit. Up next is this Lane Bryant dress. This dress was so pretty. I grabbed it on 99-cent day, and I couldn't believe someone didn't pick it up on half price day. It sold for $24, and we made a $17.97 profit. More weights, 4 5-pounders, sold for $23.74. We paid $6, made a $12.21 profit. Alfred Dunner jacket. This is old stock. This is before I knew not to pick up Alfred Dunner unless it was like new with tags and plus size. It was in my major like 70% off sale, sold for $6.99. I paid 99 cents, and we still made a $3.51 profit. Ab rocket pieces, you'll see there's 2 sets of them in this grouping. Justin got an ab rocket for free, and then I think he had one that he paid for at the bins, but he only paid like $2 for it. And if you don't know, a lot of times parting stuff out can make you way more money than just selling the whole piece. I mean, selling a large ab rocket roller thing, the shipping is just astronomical on it. I can't remember how much they sell for, but it's not that much, for how big of the item is and how much it's going to cost for shipping. But you can take numerous parts off of it. There's like these spring things, and there's these little nuts. So that's what this was, pieces off the ab rocket. They sold for $15, and we made a $12.15 profit. And fun fact, Justin just brought me more ab rocket pieces yesterday from the bins. All right, and here is another example of parting it out. So I'm going to put a picture up on the screen. I bought this Christmas house for only $1 at a church sale. And when I looked it up, I was like, holy crud, it was definitely a more rare piece. It could sell upwards of like $200. But the roof on the house was, you could tell it had been detached at one time. Like it was glued on by the manufacturer, but it had come unglued. And when I looked inside, it just seemed questionable. Like you could tell that something must have happened to it and someone repaired it themselves. And it had this like ski lift that ran on like a rubber track thing. And I know from experience when I have bought other Christmas houses, it's those rubber pieces that are the first to go. And this one was in excellent condition. So when I looked it over, I was not comfortable selling it because someone had rewired this or done something to it. And though I only paid $1, I was sad because this was a really expensive item. So I decided to see if I could take it apart. And sure enough, I was easily able to remove the rubber like circular piece that held the little like ski, oh maybe they were more like not gondola, whatever those things are that you ride in the air like at like amusement parks, and they have them to get to the other section. Yeah, I'll put on the screen what the word is that I can't think of currently. But so I listed it, and sure enough, I sold that little piece off of it, which you'll see the picture of, for $40 and in July. And we made a $31.53 profit. So if you buy something and it's damaged and it's something that can come apart and part it out, do your research and see if you could make some money off of it. All right, this Qubits game, we actually own this game. It was Brooklyn's from when she was little, but I bought this one just last weekend at a garage sale. It was new sealed for $1 and sold for $18.04 very quickly and made a $12.41 profit. This was like a bundle of a Disney little girl's dress and a Harley shirt. The bundle sold for $19.99. I had $1.55 total in it, and we made a $17.91 profit. These Talbot's pants were in my clearance sale. They sold for $8. We paid $1.35. We made a $4.50 profit. Another major clearance item. I do really well with Chico's, but not so much with the Chico's Zenergy. That's kind of like their athletic brand. Plus, this was a smaller size. It sold for $7.12. I paid 99 cents. We made a $4.35 profit. Justin picked up this San Diego, like it kind of had San Diego going across it. The brand was Spirit Jersey shirt. It was new with tags at the bins. He paid $1.61. It sold for $23.74. We made a $16.97 profit. These Hylet, I think Helix shorts, I think is how you say it. I grabbed these also in Ohio. They sold for $16.99. We paid 79 cents. And we made an $11.86 profit. Orthaheel mules. If you're not familiar, Orthaheel was what Vionics were called originally. Then they changed it to Vionics Orthaheel. So these were an older style mule. They sold for $2. We paid $2. Try that again. $20. We paid $1.32 at the bins, and we made a $13.42 profit. This next one was surprising. My neighbor gave me a stack of cookbooks to sell or donate or whatever. So I went through and scanned them all, and like nothing was really worth anything. And then I got to this Ball, like the brand Ball that makes the jars, canning book. It was so thin, it was like a magazine. Scanned it, and that was the only book out of it that I felt was worth selling. It sold for $14. Obviously, it was free to me, and we made a $9.87 profit. This Chico's 3-piece bundle that someone made was awesome. I have listed like a little blurb on the bottom of my listings of most of my Chico's items that explains that I stock a lot of Chico's items in similar sizes. If you purchase more than one, I will gladly refund your shipping after I pack your order. So this person purchased 3 Chico's pieces for full price just using my 25% off, 5% off coupon. So they paid why can't I speak? All of a sudden words are no longer coming out of my mouth. They paid $60.76. I had $5.62 into the 3 pieces, and we made a $41.67 profit. Chico's, I just find is really good with bundles. There are some women that are just really into that brand, and they will gladly buy numerous pieces like of the same size. This Karen Scott cape sold for $19.99. We paid 99 cents, and we made a $15.23 profit. And then the best sale of this time period were these, I'm hoping I'm saying it right, Lucchese cowboy boots. We picked these up in Ohio, and they sold for $142.49. We paid $5.41 by weight, and we made a $116.12 profit. I had never heard of this brand before, but it'll be on my radar from now on. And the last thing on eBay were more little ab rocket pieces. These were just little nuts that came off the sides. They sold for $8 and we made a $5.58 profit. All right, over to Poshmark real quick. Chico's top sold for $15. This was one that came in that crappy Chico's wholesale box. So I had a $3.64 buy cost. So we made a $6.34 profit. This a New Day top, that's a Target brand, but it was new with tags and it was just fuzzy and kind of like a cool looking top. So I decided to take a chance on it. Sold for $17. I had 99 cents into it. We made a $12.61 profit. This Athleta dress I have had forever. So I was so excited when someone offered me $17. I sold it. I paid 99 cents and we made a $10.59 profit. This torrid blouse was another one that I picked up at the garage sale for $1.66. It sold for $21 and we made a $15.14 profit. These Chico's pants were in the first wholesale box of Chico stuff I bought, and we are well over $200 in the profit for that box, which I'm very pleased with. These were very weird pants though. They were like this shimmery material. They sold for $16 and we made an $8.10 profit. These little kids, hey dudes, Justin picked them up at the bins for 70 cents. They didn't clean up as well as I thought they would, so I accepted a $12 offer and we made $8.35. A viewer named Sandy purchased 2 Allegria shoes for $55. I had $14 into them because that was from the big Allegria shoe buy I got off of Facebook Marketplace, and I paid up for the shoes, but they were all in excellent condition. And I made a $30 profit. So thank you so much, Sandy. I don't get that many viewer sales, so it is always so exciting when someone that watches us buys something. Up next was a 9-piece bundle on Poshmark. It was crazy. It sold for $135, which isn't that much for 9 pieces, but I only had $8.91 into these 9 pieces. So I did have to pay more for shipping because it was heavier, but I still made a $92.05 profit. So any day I can turn less than $9 into $92 is a good day for me. And the last one was another Allegria pair of shoes. This was like a Mary Jane style. They sold for $33, $7 buy cost, and we made a $17.38 profit. So for this time period, as I said, 46 total sales, and we made a $970.98 profit. So hopefully that breakdown kind of gave you a little bit more insight into how eBay's fees and things work, and that when someone tells you their total sales for the weekend, you have to take into consideration there is a lot of money that has to come out of that before they get to their total profit. That's why I personally always share my total profit, because that tells you the whole story. I obviously also sell on Poshmark. Poshmark's selling page is way more straightforward, so I won't bore you with the details of it. But just to give you an idea, so from the 1st to the 17th of this month on eBay and Poshmark, our total profits, not sales, profits, have been $4,140.63, which is awesome. That's just a little more than half of the month. And people, they're always talking about summer slowdown, and I agree. It definitely at times can slow down, and it all depends on what category you sell in. Because I sell clothing and shoes and Justin sells weights, that's kind of like an all year round thing. If you sell more like collectibles that people are, buying as gifts for holidays, that, that could affect your sales. But the biggest thing we've been doing this month is we have been listing like crazy. We're barely, like little over halfway into the month, and we have already, I think we're at like 230 some items listed for the month. For some people that might not be a lot, but for us that's a decent amount of listings to get up, so far into the month. Speaking of listings, I should probably go and list, because as much as I love making these videos don't pay the bills. eBay and Poshmark do. So I hope you enjoyed this video today, this breakdown of what we're selling. Ooh, we cha-chinged. Of what we're selling and how much we're selling stuff for, and what our total sales are. If you like this video, please hit the thumbs up. If you like this kind of content and you want to check me out and get notifications and stuff, subscribe, hit the notification bell. I try to put out 2 videos a week. I, normally discuss part of like what's sold, and then sometimes I'll discuss, other topics. I do haul videos, all that good stuff. Also, yesterday I did my first live. I was a guest on Cat the Nurse Flipper's live like reseller podcast. So I'll put the link to that in the description below if you want to check out the replay. I was so scared, but I did it, and I think I did pretty good. So I appreciate you guys so much, and I'll see you on the next one.